Adolf Hitler, born in Austria in 1889, became one of history's most infamous dictators. His name remains synonymous with the horrors of the Nazi regime and the Second World War. To understand this dark chapter, we must first delve into Hitler's formative years. Hitler's early life was marked by family instability and personal struggles. He was born in Braunau am Inn, Austria, near the German border, and his family moved frequently during his childhood. Hitler's relationship with his father, a customs official, was strained. He developed an early interest in German nationalism, influenced by the political climate of the time. However, his academic performance was poor, and he dropped out of school before completing his secondary education. Hitler's dreams of becoming an artist were dashed when he was twice rejected by the Academy of Fine Arts in Vienna. This rejection deepened his resentment and shaped his worldview. The seeds of his radical ideology were sown during his years in Vienna, where he was exposed to extreme nationalist and anti-Semitic ideas. The outbreak of World War I in 1914 provided a turning point for Hitler. He volunteered for the German army, serving with distinction and receiving the Iron Cross for bravery. The war's aftermath left Germany in chaos, and Hitler, deeply affected by its defeat, saw an opportunity to enter politics. In 1919, he joined the small and insignificant German Workers' Party, which he would transform into the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or Nazi Party. Hitler's charisma and powerful oratory skills attracted followers. He capitalized on widespread economic hardship, social unrest, and resentment towards the Treaty of Versailles, which had imposed harsh terms on Germany after the war. The Nazi Party's popularity grew rapidly, particularly among the unemployed, war veterans, and those disillusioned with the Weimar Republic. Hitler's message was simple yet effective. He promised to restore Germany to its former glory by overturning the Treaty of Versailles, combating communism, and creating a strong, unified nation. His extreme nationalist and anti-Semitic rhetoric resonated with a growing segment of the German population. By 1933, the Nazi Party had become the largest political party in Germany. Hitler was appointed Chancellor in January of that year, and within months he consolidated his power and established a totalitarian dictatorship. The Weimar Republic was effectively dismantled, and the Nazi Party took complete control of the government and all aspects of German society. Hitler's rule was characterized by terror, violence, and the systematic persecution of Jews, political opponents, and other minority groups. The Nazi regime implemented a series of discriminatory laws and policies that stripped Jews of their citizenship, livelihoods, and basic human rights. Concentration camps were established, where millions would be imprisoned, tortured, and murdered. Driven by his twisted ideology, Hitler embarked on a path of aggressive expansionism, aiming to create a vast German empire in Europe. His actions plunged the world into the deadliest conflict in history, World War II. World War II began in 1939, when Germany invaded Poland, leading to declarations of war by Great Britain and France. Hitler's armies, fueled by his ambition and ruthlessness, swept across Europe, conquering much of the continent. However, his dream of world domination would ultimately be his undoing. The tide of the war turned against Germany as the Allied forces, led by the United States, Great Britain and the Soviet Union, gained the upper hand. Despite early victories, Germany's resources were stretched thin, and its military might began to crumble. As defeat loomed and Soviet troops closed in on Berlin, Hitler, hiding in his underground bunker, chose suicide over capture. On April 30th, 1945, Hitler committed suicide, ending his reign of terror. Germany surrendered shortly afterward, bringing World War II to an end. The war had a devastating impact on the world, resulting in an estimated 40 to 85 million casualties. The Holocaust, the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews, remains a stark reminder of the horrors perpetrated by the Nazi regime. Hitler's legacy is one of destruction, hatred, and genocide, a stark warning about the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of safeguarding freedom and human rights.